I'm going to tell you how to buy a home without a realtor. There are 8 steps that you need to follow. The first step is apply for a mortgage. You need to know how much home you can afford before you go out and look. Why would you want to go look for a home and realize later you don't qualify for it and you don't want the payment? So get approved with a lender. The second thing you need to do is you need to research the neighborhood. You need to know all about the neighborhood that you're moving into. You need to know where the schools are, where the parks are, anything that's important to you. So do your research first. The next thing you need to do is you need to figure out what homes are on the market so that you can find a property and that you will be able to visit the home in person so that you can take a look before you put an offer on that home. The next thing you do when you do find a home, you need to ask for seller's disclosures. And let me tell you what kind of things that you need to ask for. You need to know if they've had any structural issues, plumbing or heating, electrical problems. You need to know if they've used any lead-based paint, if there's radon gases around. You need to know about asbestos, history of damage from termites or wood boring, insects, toxins in the soil, mold, and water damage. The seller is responsible to tell you anything that they know about the house, any issues. There's also state disclosures and sometimes city disclosures that you need to know about when you're buying this home. So make sure you do your research, because you don't want to buy a home and then find out that there are things in the home or around the home that you didn't know about, and then you're stuck and then it's a lawsuit. You also need to know if there has ever been mold or termites. That's a big issue. You don't want people covering up things that later you find out about. Not a good idea. The next thing you do is when you find a home that you're satisfied with and you like the condition of it, you need to make an offer on the house. You need to have the full address of the home, your legal name, and anybody else legal name that's going to be on the house, the amount you're offering for the home, any contingencies, like maybe there's some things that you want done to the house before it closes. So you need to have that written in there. You need a copy of your mortgage pre-approval letter. You need items that are included in the sale, like appliances, window coverings, anything else that you want to go with the house. The date you expect to close, the date you want to move in, and a deadline for them to respond to your offer. The other thing you need to do is you need to hire a lawyer and a home inspector. Even though California is not an attorney closing state, if you're not going to use a real estate agent, you need to make sure that somebody can go over all the paperwork for you to make sure that everything's being done the right way. The other thing you want to do is hire a home inspector and even a termite inspector. So they can go inside the home and they can look at the condition of the property and make sure that there are no underlying issues of the house before you buy the home. The next, you need to negotiate. You're going to ask for repairs. If there are things in the house that need to be fixed, you need to negotiate with that seller to make sure that those things get fixed. You can either ask for repairs, you can ask for reimbursement, you can ask for discounts, you can ask for closing costs, or if you find out that the house has too many problems, you're going to need to cancel that sale. But if you find a house and you've done all these steps and everything is to your satisfactory, then you can finalize and close. You're going to need to contact a title company to make sure that they can do all the paperwork so that your lender is going to be okay with the paperwork so that everybody's on the same page and you're closing and doing everything at the time you're supposed to do. Doesn't that sound like a lot of work? If you want a list of things that you can do yourself, these steps, I will give them to you. If you would like to talk to a real estate agent that you can hire that can do all of these things and more for you, also send me your information and I'll be happy to talk with you. Have a fabulous day, and as always, love where you live.